Hello everyone, my name is Sean Arnold and welcome to the third episode or the second episode of my Lothric of Dark Souls 3. I'm going to be playing through the game. Not really a let's player per se. I'm not really someone that does that, but I'm going to give it a try and try and uncover as much knowledge as I can along the way. This is my new game plus character. I've already collected quite a few pieces of equipment on my way. In the last episode we picked up the Firekeeper's robe and attire. We're also wearing Lorion's crown just because I thought it was the thing I had that was most similar to what our Firekeeper friend is wearing here. And I'm also using the Hollow Slayer Greatsword, which I believe belonged to Lucatil of Mirror in Dark Souls 2. But I might be wrong about that. In the last episode, we kind of just did a lot of talking, not much fighting really, just exploring the characters in this area. I did go through the tower and picked up a few items, including the second version of this Firekeeper set. And I do need to go back up the tower just to do one more thing. I have just forgotten there is one more character which I haven't done. But we will do that very, very quickly, guys, and then we will move on to the next area of the game. The first thing here is that this is a giant. This is a giant, the seed of a giant tree. Giants were very, very important in Dark Souls 2, and I think this happens. A seed from this giant will fall every time you do some co-op online. Now, what I want to do here is I want to unlock that ladder. However, there is a way to get past this. Apparently, you can actually just run and jump off this tree at a certain angle, and then you can actually just bypass the ladder altogether and make your way up there. I've never been able to do it myself. Let's try again. No, I've never been able to do it myself. In fact, I tried to do it in a different area of the game. But we don't need to worry about that because we already have the key and we don't need to do all of that shenanigans. Now, if I remember, no, we can't go past there. Let's go up the ladder. There's a few things to drop down to, but we will start with this. Now, if we drop onto the roof here, I think there's actually a ledge we can drop to first. Over here. So we won't just die. Like a moron. And around here is a a crystal lizard. Let's see if I can sneak up on it somehow. I really don't want to do it while when I'm jumping now. So let's see if I can sneak up on it from this angle here. I might not be able to catch it with this weapon. I don't know what the running attack is on this one. What's the running attack? Oh, that's not going to really help me. Is there a lunge? That might be good. Let's try. Come here, you. Come here. Come here. Gotcha. Come back here. Come back here. Gotcha. Twinkling twilight. Twinkling twilight. I got me some twinkling twilight. It's pretty nice. It is. Shiny. Okay, back up here. And back onto the roof. Some of you who've already played the game know what we're going to be going to next, but for those who don't know, up on top of this roof is an item. Do I want to roll off right now? No, I don't want to roll off right now. Unless there's a ladder to climb back up here. I will do that in a second. But at the top here is a crow's nest.
Drop that bumperum. Hey, don't drop that pickle pea. Don't drop that bumperum. Hey, don't drop that bumperum.
Don't drop that pickle pea. Don't drop that pumperum. So that's pickle pea and pumperum, two crows which you can trade items to, and they will give you some rare items. And you ideally want to do so every cycle. I just want to show you that they are there. I originally didn't meet them there though. I originally met them actually here, so you can talk to them here as well. Pickle pea and pumperum. And now we've got an Estus shard, which... Fuck. Okay. Right, we are ready. So time to make our way off to Lothric. Let me just change my ring. Don't need that anymore. Didn't help me much. So here we are. We are out on a merry, merry journey. This is a room which we actually never really came back to. I forgot about this room. This is a room which we start off with in Lothric. Over here, what do we have here? We have another coiled sword and another Lord Vessel, meaning this is a place where people can teleport to. It's probably where most people start their journey. But welcome to the High Wall of Lothric, everyone. The High Wall of Lothric. When I first heard that, I like to believe, even though there's no evidence for this, I like to believe that it was a pun on Hyrule, as in like the Legend of Zelda, but there's no evidence to actually say that it's true or not. Now, there was a strange blue light I saw ahead of me, and I wonder if I can get to see it again. There, oh, did you see it? Can you see that light? It's really hard to see, but that's actually a boss. Can you see how that, if you look dead on ahead, where that round window is, it's, I put an arrow in there when I come to edit this, but my character's facing that way. There is a boss actually just hiding there. You can actually see it a little bit there. Now, there's a lot to talk about in Lothric. I'm going to be trying to get through it as much as possible, as quick as I can. So let's do that now. The first thing you're going to see is these things here. These things are bizarre as fuck. I have not really found any evidence to say what this is, so I'm going to have to just come to my own conclusion. But as you can see, these are hollows. These are hollows who have somehow reached towards the sky and almost become trees or stones. Let's talk about a bit more about those in a second, but first of all, I need to clear out the right area here. So if I drop that, oh, do you know what I want? Do I have enough space for it? I don't have my crossbow. I didn't bring my crossbow with me. Never mind, don't need it. Should be okay. Would have been nice to shoot these dogs though. Is there another one below me? I remember there being two. There's what is it over it there? Ow. Now through these let's plays, or through these playthroughs, I am going to be trying to use different types of weapons. I'm not someone that experiments a lot though. I am very much used to just using sword and board. So, oops, please take that off before I get my ass whooped. So if I find it's too rough, I might switch back to different items, but I'll try what I can. Get down, doggy. Gotcha. Great sword should not be too hard though. That should stun him. There's that blue light again. I want to have a look at it, but I think there's more aggro over here. This little combo I'm wearing a cestus, a simple cestus in my left hand. This simple cestus has a special effect where it actually recovers FP when you hold it, and I've got one to +9, so it recovers as much FP as I can without actually giving one of my slabs up. Let's get that binoculars out again. See if I can get a better look. Yeah, that's the dancer of the Boreal Valley, just hiding out there, thinking they're slick. But we will deal with that character later on. Let's go this way. Which is the one with the big axe? I think it's... Maybe I killed him already. That's a doggy out from earlier. Can't get through here just yet. Soul of a proud paladin. These souls also have lore on them, so let's have a quick read. Soul of a proud paladin. Of a proud paladin, you say, let the firekeeper. Nothing really more to say than that. It's just a paladin which was also on this journey, and their journey ended here. Now we're gonna go up these stairs here, and there's a really strong enemy out here that I normally should actually just kind of let die. Ow! Please don't do that. But I really don't want to. Actually, I will have to let one of them transform later on. That enemy can transform into something really kind of scary, but I don't really want to deal with it right now. What I do want to talk about are these NPCs. Have a look at these hollows. These guys don't even notice me. They don't even know that I exist. They barely know that I'm alive. We don't actually have to kill them. And I want to just point out that they seem to be praying. They seem to be reaching out. They seem to be calling towards these strange hollows of tree-likes. I believe that we've gotten to a point. This is pure hyperbole. This is pure just theory here. I didn't actually find anything to substantiate this. I believe this is just more of an acknowledgement towards the desire to go beyond the cycle of fire and light. I've just noticed that there is a really big castle there. What castle is that? That must be Anolondo, maybe. That's no, that's High Lothric. That's Lothric, and that must be, maybe it's the sacred. Oh god, what's the library called? The big giant library. I've forgotten what it's called. Anyway, sorry. back on this, I think that these hollows have got to a point where they no longer desire to link the flame. They no longer desire to age in the usher, bring in the usher the age of dark. I think these guys just want to become stone. They want to become these stone tree-like things, because this is pure me just kind of stretching here, but it's just another way to become to live beyond the cycle. I don't think these things are really alive, but not any different really to the dragons. You're gonna see more of these later on, where they actually are almost praying towards some dragons as well. And I think I'll save the rest of my hyperbole for that. And nothing over there. I don't think there's anything up here either. No, there isn't. Okay, so we're going to dash our way all the way across here. I'm going to show you one of those dragons and what I mean by how they're praying. Look, these guys are alive. Well, they're quote-unquote alive, but they really don't care. They're just hiding from me. They've given that much. I think it's a sense of desperation, really, now. Alright, some of these will attack me, like this one here. What were you thinking? But there's one here that's really a problem. No, sir, don't do that. That would aggro, make all of them aggro me, I think, or more of them aggro me. I don't think it's all of them. Some of them really can't be bothered. And as you can see, we've got a Drake here. I don't know if it's a dragon or a Drake. I can never really tell the difference. In Dark Souls 1, most of the dragons were gone, and therefore we had their distant cousins, these Drakes. But the reason why I wanted to point out these Drakes is, again, just to show that you've got characters which are praying to them. They're worshipping these dragons. In Dark Souls 2, let me kill him. In Dark Souls 2, Vendrick and Aldea start looking into a different way to get beyond the cycle, and they look towards making dragons, making fake dragons to kind of get beyond the cycle. Their king, the king of Lothric, Osiris, who we will see later on, also has a fascination with dragons. There's an NPC behind me, isn't there? Oh, he's not coming. And I think at this point in time, these hollows are just so desperate. They know that the Age of Fire is coming to an end. They know it's taking more and more to link the flame, and that it won't last forever. I think it's common knowledge now. And therefore, they are seeking a way beyond it. They're trying to become everlasting. And these weird, strange deformities, however they became to be these things, and the dragons seem to have something to do with it, in my opinion. But we will, again, that's all pure speculation. I never actually found anything to substantiate that. Let me know what you guys think about that theory. Do you think I'm right? Am I completely batshit crazy? Am I off the mark? Let me know what you think as well as to why these characters are here doing what they are. Is it pure coincidence? I doubt so. Not in a Dark Souls game. What's up here? We've got binoculars. Got enough of those. And I think that's everything here. Is there anything to look at around here? No, it's just know that Lothric Castle is a grand place. You've got the Sacred Archives. See, I remember the name now. Over there, you've got the Lothric Castle over there. Places which we can't get to right now, or kind of could, but no real reason to go there just yet. But I feel like something's trying to aggro me. But no, they don't want none. They don't want none. Oh, fuck my life. Try to tell a story. Try to be nice. So yeah, here we are again. Dragons live outside of the cycle. I don't know if that's a dragon or not. Could be just a Drake. But dragons lived outside of the cycle. And now I think humans, they're no longer worshipping gods. They're worshipping anyone they could. And dragons now, they're starting to realise that they should have spent a bit more time with the dragons rather than just killing them all off. Thanks, Steve. We appreciate that. Right, if I remember, there's one of you over here. That asshole over there could be a bit of a problem. Right, let me see if I can take him, but I might die. Come on, come on. Let's see if I remember how to fight these guys. Right, roll back. One, two. Yeah, I still got it. Right, Lothric Knight Armor. Armor of a celebrated Lothric knight, the coat of distinction is all but fallen apart. The knight has served as one of the 3 pillars since ancient times and shares place alongside the Wyverns as a symbol of Lothric. So they're not dragons, they are Wyverns. Why there are Wyverns here, I can't remember or even really say, but we'll do what we... Maybe we'll find something along the way. Okay, so here's the next character of interest. I didn't let him transform. Alright, so actually I really did want to let him transform, I just killed him too fast. There are, like Gunder and these NPCs. These NPCs are being possessed by, it seems like a beast of the dark. And I believe that's to do with the abyss or to do with the power of the deep. It's hard to say per se, but it transforms them, it corrupts them, and I think the same thing happens with the one of the bosses that we will see later on, and that is the Great Hollow Tree. That seems to have some kind of similarity with it. But at this point I was a little bit disappointed in my initial playthrough because it all felt too much to be the same. This feels like the Undead Burg, it feels like we're going on a similar quest as before. You know, we are not looking for parts of Gwyn's soul, but we are looking for still crap. Ow, that hurt. Alright, now that we're back here, I can actually see one of these enemies transform. Let me let him transform. Let me get rid of you though. So yeah, that weirdly beastly thing. Really hard to say what these things are being consumed by, but they get a lot stronger when they do. Just like Gundir did. I think it's something to do with the deep. Thank you, dude, for aggroing me. Just do the head shake. Ow. Heal up. Ow. They're pretty messed up. They really are pretty messed up. But it's really hard to say what they actually are. Okay, now we can rescue our first friend, our first buddy, and this is Grey Rat. Let's go on in and say hello.
Ah. You're no jailer, are you?
Nope, not at all.
No, you're from far away. And judging by the bell, you must be some of that unkindled ash. Remarkable. If that's true, then I have a favor to ask. Below the high wall is a musty little town. Not the home of any lord, just a very old settlement of undead. An old woman, Loretta, lives there. Please, give her this ring. I'm not asking for charity. In fact, if you do this for me, I'll be sure to repay you in kind. I may be a petty thief, but I've more wits than most royalty. What do you say then, huh? Very well. I humbly place my faith in you. I am Grey Rat of the Undead Settlement, and I promise to assist you. Give this ring to old Loretta at the base of the high wall. Do your part, and I'll do mine.
So really not much to say about Grey Rat other than what he just told us right now, but he has a dear friend named Loretta, wants us to give her the ring. The ring is the blue tear stone ring. This stone is said to be a tear of sorrow from the goddess Kaifa, and of course tears are always more beautiful near death. Not really sure why he wants to give her this ring. Maybe it's his love. It is a female, you know, a man and a woman. When a man gives a woman a ring, you know, things are bound to happen. But you know, she could be a gold digger, who knows? Gold digger Loretta. But whatever the case is, he's asked us to give her this ring, and we will be doing that a little bit later on. But first we need to get out of this high wall of Lothric. So let's move on and let's make some progress, shall we? Okay, now down here is a sight to behold. These are Lothric knights. I think there's a couple of enemies around here actually I need to take care of. These Lothric knights have all but hollowed. They've been here for a long time. Looks like they've been fighting each other, just going crazy amongst themselves. And if we take a closer look at this big badass over here, you actually might see him actually attacking his own allies, or what used to be his own allies. He just wanders around aimlessly. We'll see if I can get a picture of that. He might not do it. But yes, we are going to have to fight him. And he's not too tough, although he has got some stupid spells for who he is. Let me see. Anything around there I can pick up? No, there is an item in that corner. Some embers. Hi. Does he see me? He hasn't seen me yet. No, he hasn't seen me yet. Anything around here? No, just that item above. Alright, well, let's take him out. Hello! Ow, ow, ow. Ow. Estus. That was a bad time for an Estus. Ooh! Okay! That could have really killed me. Okay, so this there's a lot to say about him. I might spoil it some stuff now, but do you notice how he almost had wings on the back of his armor? Kind of like wings. I believe that was a follower of Gertrude. Gertrude was a princess who dabbled in miracles, and I think I have something here which will explain what Gertrude is like. Maybe it's in my spells. That spell that he used was somewhere over here. Divine Pillars of Light. Miracle of Gertrude, the Heavenly Daughter, brings down multiple pillars of light in the vicinity. The Queen's holy maiden Gertrude was visited by an angel who revealed this tale to her. Despite losing both her sight and voice, she was determined to record the tale. Ordinary men cannot decipher her fragmentary scroll, nor comprehend how it became the foundation of the angelic faith of Lothric. There's a lot to say about this. Basically speaking, it seems that in this cycle, miracles are associated with the gods, and that became less favourable. The Princess of Lothric don't want anything to do with the gods. They don't want to link the fire, they don't want to follow that path, and therefore miracles which was associated with the gods was frowned upon. And Gertrude, who was considered a heavenly daughter, she would teach miracles to these knights to help them out, to heal them, to make them stronger, but that was forbidden, and she was locked up in a cage. We won't be seeing that cage until much later in the game, but yeah, these knights, some of them did follow Gertrude, but it's just interesting how miracles are deemed taboo in this world, whereas in previous times, you know, they were really revered, and those of faith were rewarded quite well and seen positively. Right, we're going to open up this shortcut here, and then I want to make a couple of, I think we might have to stop here for today, because it's getting a little bit more than half an hour. I'm going to be editing this video down, so it's not too long. There will be a couple of cuts here and there, just focusing really on the lore, but yeah, we'll make our way back to the bonfire, and then we will call it a day here, and then the next episode we'll have to deal with the boss of this area. Okay guys, so that's going to be it for today's episode. Just looking at different things in Lothric, kind of breaking it down. Really just focusing, like I said, this is a lore through, just focusing on the lore through as much as the it is on the challenge. In the next episode, we are going to be fighting the boss of this area, meeting a new NPC, taking a little closer look at some of the knights, and then hopefully making our way out of this area to the next area. So I will see you next time.
Very good.